So as you can see, the movie The Marvels did pretty bad at the box office when it came out. Now, many people have a lot of different things to say about it, many different theories. Is it the backlash of the whole Disney situation and so on and so forth? Now, I came across a tweet that was very interesting. It was of Stephen King and his view on this whole situation. Yeah, so here he says, I don't go to MCU movies, don't care for them, but I find this barely maxed, gloating over the low box office of the Marvels very unpleasant. Why gloat over failure? Now, of course, it got 5.5 million views. Many people have things to say in the comment section. It kind of varies depending on which side of the argument you're on, or if you're in this at all. Some people are like, because people who make these movies hate us. Steven. It's fronted by women, and most of the MCU fan base, mostly men, don't like that. They trash She-Hulk before release. They complain about Black Panther being all women. It's the didn't have a date for prom to hating movies that have women stars pipeline. I'm sure that's not everybody, particularly when it just happens to be the most female character-driven Marvel movie they've released. That doesn't really strike me as coincidence. Especially given the gross misogynistic nature of these comments. So they get the hint and actually try to make a good movie. The movie is actually good. Maybe people should give it a chance. So many people that are talking about the movie, 9 times out of 10, they haven't actually seen it. I haven't seen it. I don't know that I'm going to, honestly. There's so many movies and series that I would like to see that I haven't seen yet, and this one just isn't up there. I'm just gonna be honest. My personal theory as far as why the movie isn't doing well is because, one, it's got characters that many people don't really care about. And I'm not saying that to be mean or whatever, but Captain Marvel, is it Miss Marvel? And I cannot think of her name. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm interested in seeing her character develop and all this other stuff, but she's not Iron Man, right? They're not, Thor and Spider-Man and Doctor Strange and so on and so forth. So that by itself, in my mind, is like, okay, people aren't going to be as excited to see these characters, even if they're together. Top that off, many people don't really care for Brie Larson's portrayal, or Brie Larson, period, I don't know, of Captain Marvel. I think that, she looks like Captain Marvel, but the way that they're directing her, perhaps, it's kind of dry, and I think that Captain Marvel needs more personality. She's too stiff. Like, the way they have Captain Marvel is too rigid for me. And I think that might play a role in it not really doing as well. And, despite the hate that the movie is getting, right? I just think that the direction that they're going with Captain Marvel as a character isn't very great. Now I'm sure that the whole situation with many people not caring for the way Marvel or Disney is handling things is playing a role, for sure. No doubt in my mind that many people stayed home when it comes to this particular movie. And I'm not even sure who the villain is. It's like I don't know about the conflict, and there's so much missing from this movie and the promotion that, in my mind, that's why it's not doing that well, right? I feel like it should be doing at least another 40 million opening weekend, right? Now, it technically did the best, but it's not that great. So What do you think? Is it because there's so much backlash that people just don't want to see it? They're protesting, which Disney has kind of ruined a few franchises at this point. So it's kind of like, hey, it's possible, you know. Like, I do not like what they did with Star Wars. You know, some people do, some people don't. I'm not a fan of what they did with not all of Star Wars, but the last two big movies. I didn't really care for them, like, at all, you know. And I feel like they messed up Finn and many other things. The whole dynamic was all twisted up. It was kind of funny, you know, just thinking about it, just to joke about it afterwards. But it just, I feel like they butchered it. I don't know. And then of course, you know, Snow White, Little Mermaid, stuff like that. Those movies could have been better. I think maybe a different choice. I feel like, you know, let white people have they people. I don't know, but you know, people disagree and everything, so that's cool. So yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think. Is Stephen King, the great horror writer, right about the hate being unnecessary, or is it necessary? You know, will the hate accomplish the goal that people are looking for, or is South Park right? And maybe just the two sides have a conversation like, hey, you upset me. Oh, well, you know, you upset me too. And how can we make this work? Is South Park right? Is Stephen King right? Are the people that don't care for Marvel or Disney right? Who's right? Y'all let me know in the comment section. So, all right, y'all. Have a good one.